Hi everyone. I've had this video on the back burner for a really long time because the motivation is none, and the lore runs so deep. It's insane. But yeah, I'm going to introduce you to my OCs in the proper way now. Yippee! If you haven't seen the video where I first introduced them, that's okay. That's fine. You're gonna see them now. But I made them in Gacha Life 2 because I got it on my tablet. You can see it like right there. And I need to tell you guys now about, you know, their lore now, because it's been so long since then. It's been so long. So I need to finally get this out and talk about this. For goodness sake, me. So we're gonna be doing that. I guess the first thing is their names are Starry, okay, and Starrett. Yes, that is how you spell Starrett. No, I'm not changing it. It's just how it goes, okay? It's just how it went. It's them. That's their name. That's their name, and it will stay their name. Yeah, yippee doo-dah. So those are their names, and they kind of have this sun-moon thing going on. You know, like Starry's the more lightly colored one, while Starrett has the more darker colors, but really they just share the same two colors, which are like... No, that's... no. That... and... oh, wait. This is not fully colored. But that's right. This is right. That's their colors. So, Starrett has an outfit that's mostly this with some of this, and Starry's outfit is some of this, most of this, and then some of this. Okay, so, yeah, we'll just have to put those to the side too. For goodness sake, I'm already getting distracted from the actual drawing itself. Whoopsie. Anyways, of course they're based off jesters. They have the jester hat and everything. Let me draw that really quick. There we go. They have... oh my goodness. They have this kind of hat. It's like that. And it's just a jester hat. And at first, these characters were just first it was just Starry, okay? And Starry was supposed to be me as an animatronic, but then I was like, wait, she's too pretty. That's not me. She's too pretty. So I took the character and just like shoved it at the back of my mind, and I was like, ooh, what if she had like a night mode too, like sun and moon? So that's where Starrett came in. But at first it was just Starry. It was just Starry still. But then it turned into Starry and Starrett. And, yeah. So, now, I have these OCs in the back of my mind. I don't know what to do with them. They're just there. And, I'm just trying to think of anything I can do with them. And that caused many different ideas to come up, which all of them were not that good. I thought maybe they could be at a daycare, another Freddy Fazbear's daycare, Superstar daycare. But I was like, no, that's not a good idea. I thought maybe they could be the girlfriends of Sun and Moon. But I was like, nope, immediately trashed that idea. Nope. And I thought, okay, I need to shove them at the back of my mind again, just to like think about it later. So I did that. And then I made a grave mistake. I hate that I made this mistake. This was the silliest mistake I could have ever made. The worst mistakes in the history of mistakes. Okay. What happened was I thought, okay, I don't like seeing Blood Moon alone. What do I do about that? And you might be wondering, who's Blood Moon? What? Blood Moon from the Sun and Moon show. Yeah, it's a show on YouTube. Little did little me know, Blood Moon is pretty much a teen. And I know that's probably not his age in the show, but he acts like a teen to me. He does. And since he does, I even kind of characterized him as a teen sometimes when I did this. And since he's a teen, it was weird that I tried to ship him, well, them, because there's 2 Blood Moons, and they're both he's. Anyways, that's not important. What's important is I shipped them with Starry and Starrett. And it was hanging by literally nothing. I just made up the chemistry. The chemistry was non-existent, but I wanted the chemistry to be there. So I made the chemistry be there. And it was absolutely terrible. It was terrible. It was like a big part of their character that they would, help Blood Moon get rid of his kill code in him so that he could actually, not kill people anymore and not have to kill people anymore. I don't know what I was on. I guess it was just like me reverting back to the idea I had as a child where boy, girl meet, now must kiss. It was and the thing is, I had a favorite between these 2 anyways. There was Starry and the second Blood Moon. The Blood Moon that has, like, the deeper voice. This is the normal one. I'm sorry for my terrible voice, but please work with me here. This is the normal one. He's, like, a lot more impulsive. And then there's this one. This one is the one I shipped with Starry. I'm sorry for my terrible voice again. But I shipped Blood Moon number 2, or as I call him, Blood, with Starry. And I shipped Starrett with the first Blood Moon, or just Blood Moon. So, Starrett is with Blood Moon number 1 in this, and Starry is with Blood Moon number 2. And these two, these two were neglected, while these two got all of my affection. I focused on them more than anything else. Really. I obsessed over these two. It was insane. It was so weird too, because I was kind of thinking of Blood Moon as like a animalistic dog traded adult guy. I was so confused. I'm confused even looking back on it. It's so weird. But yeah, let's get rid of all that now, because I hate remembering when I shipped them. Anyways, back to the more important stuff. What do they do now? That is a wonderful question. What they do now, Starry and Starrett, they work in an orphanage now. And they do not even know Blood Moon anymore. What they do is they work in an orphanage that they were made to work at. They were literally made by manufacturers to be like the first animatronics that could take care of children 24/7. You might be saying, how does that work? Solar-powered batteries. I know that sounds insane, but work with me here. Solar-powered batteries. They would be smaller, just so you know, so they could actually fit inside them. So what would happen is they'd have several of these solar-powered batteries, and they have like a little compartment for the battery, and it would go in them, give them like 12 hours of energy. Then they would take that one outside to be charged, and then pretend this is another one. They would bring the other one and then put it in them. So it's just like a constant changing of batteries. And it would be completely fine. But the thing is, the batteries are kind of like charging batteries. So they're in there to charge you, but they have like charge when they don't have the batteries in them, you know? It's just when they start getting low battery, the battery goes in them, and it charges them, if that makes any sense. So it doesn't work like a Wii Remote's batteries would. Okay. That out of the way. Now time to talk about their actual personalities. I'm still trying to figure most of that out. I'm going to be completely honest with you. These... I've yet to even write down, like, a lot about them that I've made up in my head. Like, most of the stuff I know about them is just floating around in my head as, like, memory. But what I do know is that Starry loves scrapbooking. She likes arts and crafts. She really likes playing with the kids, and that's why she's the one that is usually out in day and playing with the kids and taking care of the kids most of the time. She doesn't usually like to deal with parents. That's usually Starrett's job. Starrett is usually the one to actually do adopting stuff. So they don't go on like a strict lights out, Starrett's out, lights are on, Starry's out thing. It's like a tag team thing, more like. Who they specialize in different things, and they run the orphanage together, and they really care about the kids. But what is up with Starry is that she likes entertaining the kids. Starrett likes tucking in the kids. There. Oh my goodness. Now, what else I can think of about Starry is she... Oh yeah, I remember. I remember now. She crochets. And she knows how to patch up clothing and make new clothes for the kids. So she doesn't really have to depend on stores to get the kids clothes. She can crochet sweaters. She can crochet little hats and mitts and things for the kids for winter, and it's just a good, useful thing, and she enjoys doing it. So it's not like she does it out of need. She does it because she can literally just save money doing it, and she enjoys it. Anyways, now, when it comes to Starry's personality, just think of Sun, but without the sass from the DLC. Well, not DLC, Help Wanted 2. Think of just Sun, but Fan and Sun. So, we don't have any sass here. We have just a slightly anxious at times, but very cheery, peppy, happy person that really cares for the kids, but couldn't really defend them that well if she tried. But she'd try. It wouldn't do very good, but she'd try, you know? Now there's Starrett. I know one thing. I know one base thing. I always remember this one base thing. Starrett likes to play the acoustic guitar. Why do I remember that one thing? Why is that so important? You tell me! You tell me! Because most of the time I feel like it's because maybe it's because she should sing kids' lullabies with it, but also at the same time, that can't be the only reason why I remember. That can't be the only reason why I remember that being something she does. Right? Just because it's convenient for the kids. I don't know. I don't know. But she also likes to sing, again, to make sure she can sing well for the kids, but also she just likes singing. As I said before, she usually deals with parents wanting to adopt children, and if people... if, let's just say, Starry is in trouble, okay? Or Starry's in trouble, or the kids are in trouble. Maybe a kid is in trouble with a person that is like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. She's just in danger. If anybody is in danger, she will immediately utilize... Well, I have to preface this with the fact that this was an old headcanon. So, it's not really something that is canon now, but it was something I kind of made up once and went along with and never really checked again about it until recently. And that headcanon is, if she's in trouble, or somebody she knows is in trouble, she will see who is causing the trouble. So maybe there's a thief, and if she can tell that the thief is probably male, she'll flirt. Yeah, she'll just full on flirt. She'll pull a frisk. So that's... I don't know what else to tell you. I'm telling you, I was on something when I decided to make these girls. I was on something. I don't know what. Maybe hopes and dreams. Anyways. back to Starrett's hobbies and personality. She's a little bit more calm. That's what it's called. It's called being laid back. She's laid back. Moving on from that, another thing I know about these sisters is that they have a really good relationship. Their relationship is strong. If they have a falling out, it has to be something very, very big. You know? Because they just have a good relationship. That's it. They're good. They're chill. They don't really have much drama between them. Any drama they have is usually just about the kids and how to take care of the kids and how they are going to take care of the kids. But that doesn't really drive them away from each other. That only makes them closer, if that makes sense. That only really just makes them closer and makes them get more motivated to stay together. So yeah, they are very close, even if they're different, and they can get on each other's nerves at times, but that's okay. But siblings get on each other's nerves all the time, and they are no exception. And really, I'm gonna be honest, Starry usually annoys Starry more, if anything. And oh my goodness, the body. I need to redo that body. I have a terrible time drawing bodies when I'm recording. I'm just gonna be honest, I have a terrible time drawing bodies while I'm recording. I make them so weird when I'm recording. I feel like it's because I'm talking most of the time and I can't really pay attention. Pay contention. Well, isn't this just fun? My pen is... There it is. Okay. My stylus just, disappeared into the darkness of my blanket. But it's fine, I got it now. So, yeah. I guess I'll just show you the end result when I'm done. Because I think that's it. Oh, wait, no. Their voices. I don't have their voices all the way down yet. But I do know Starettes. So, Starry is usually like Starettes. Just let me practice a bit. Hi, I'm Starrett. No, Michael, put the glitter glue away! Kaylee, you know you can't sleep unless you take your melatonin! Okay, girls, good night. Okay, girls, good night. Good night! Good night, Miss Starry. She's more laid back with people she's, friends with more than the kids. With the kids, she's more just like a normal mother. Hi, my name's Starry. It's nice to meet you. Sir, this is an orphanage, not a Wendy's. You can't just start picking out random traits and expect me to give you a child with those specific traits. Give me a second. And then she'd pull out Starrett or something, you know? I like doing that because it helps me really get into their character and understand how they'd react at that point. So that's technically if a parent was walking in and was like, okay, I want a child with green eyes, brown hair, pale skin, and is short. And, you know, that's like, you sound like you're taking it sounds like you're making a fast food order more than anything. This is an orphanage. Why are you trying to get a specific kind of child? I feel like you can only have nefarious purposes for asking for specific traits in a child that you want to adopt. I don't know. I just, that doesn't sit right with me, you know? That, I don't think that's normal or okay. Because you're supposed to be adopting a child because you want a child. Doesn't matter what the child looks like. It just matters if the child is a child. Really? Maybe certain things like being more open to staying at home more would be okay. But, like, asking for specific physical traits is just like, why though? Why though? And obviously Starry and Starrett would not would not deal with that, would not put up with that. So yeah, that's their voices, and I'm just gonna show you the end result soon, I guess. There's one thing I forgot. Okay, so this lip is Starrett's lip. This lip is Starry's lip. There is a difference. Clearly, the bottom lip is more prominent here, the upper lip is more prominent here. So, yeah, there is a difference. There is a distinct difference between their lip shape. And so right now, I'm drawing Starrett. And another way you can tell is because I'm drawing her eyelashes like this instead of like this. So filled in would be like that. Filled in would be like that. This means a more soft-hearted person, like Fluttershy. This means a more bold-hearted person, like Starrett. So, yeah, there. Now you know. Now you know my art style. A little bit about my art style, if you haven't known that already. So, yeah. Now I'll wait till, I get this done with. You know what? No. I just remembered something. So, you know what? I'm just gonna make this an open forum thing until I get to the end, and I'll just pause between and start, like, focusing on drawing at that time. But here's something you need to know. Starrett's hair under is more like this, long, and I know that looks bad, but just imagine that a lot more better. It's just like spiky on the bottom a bit, like this. Anyways, and Starry's haircut is like a pixie haircut, and it's just cutie patootie. Yeah, so that's Starry, and that's Starrett. So, yeah, there's a difference, and yes, they have hair under that hat, and they can take off that hat, they just refuse to, unless they're, like, cleaning their hair. But they don't usually need to clean their hair, because it's usually in the hat, you know? So, yeah, open forum until I finish this fully. Relationship with their creators is, like, none. They know who created them, but they don't care, and their creators don't care. And it's just a whole thing where it's like, the creators don't really come around and they just kind of chill. And I also remembered one extra thing. Because the creators aren't around, Starry took it upon herself to learn how to program and how to, you know, make sure their body works. So, you know, they don't die, technically. And they don't have to depend on other people to, you know, be okay. Because they work with kids. They can't be gone for a while. They have to, like, be there as much as they can be for the kids. So, yeah. There we go. This is the right color. Sorry, I gave you false information earlier. This is the correct color for Starry's main outfit, but we're drawing Star right now. So we are doing what we do for her, which is this. Oh no. There we go. And then we get hair color. Star's hair is a little darker than Starry's. Just so y'all know. So, just imagine this, but in a lighter shade. Kind of like that. No, wait, no. This compared to this. Give me a second. That shade compared to that shade. Anyways, let me grab this hair color again. Fill in these tiny blanks. Doo-doo. No, they have like a lighter. Sorry I'm a little bit quiet, I'm just focusing. There we go. This is the best I've ever drawn hands in a really long time, by the way. I'm very proud of myself. Oh, I forgot to mention. This is why I had the open forum thing. Starettes' eyes are brown, while Starry's eyes are a clearish blue. So there's a difference between their eye colors as well. It was something I changed later on, but I'm glad I changed it because I like the change. I kind of like the idea of their eyes kind of just changing in hue all of a sudden. It definitely makes it more funny when, like, you imagine just some people being like, oh, hi, and then she's like, okay, you can sign the papers with Starry, and they're like, the Starry? And then Starry just appears, and they're like, oh, hi, what just happened? You know, because they're just so confused, like, they're not used to this. Okay. Okay, I've done it. I have done it. It is done. Hi, editing Moonstar here. I changed Star's body again because I cannot, for the life of me, draw bodies right when I'm recording. I can draw the heads just fine. Look at her face. It's so nice. But then the body comes along, and especially when it's a complicated body, like Starry and Starettes. It's just... With them, they're supposed to look like they're, like, really tall and skinny, but, like, not too skinny, if that makes sense. It's... So, yeah, I changed it. It's not, like, perfect, but it'll do, you know? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment if you have something you want to comment. Like if you liked the video. Share with someone if you think they'll like the video. Also, if you want to see what stuff I usually post, you can go to my introduction in... It's my earliest video I made, my first video. It is just the introduction to my channel, really. And have a blessed day. Bye.